Hey, good evening, Soul Fam. We got a night walk today, so that's what we're doing. Ready? It's gonna get pretty dark. Got a flashlight, but I'm not gonna use it until later. Just walking through my suburban maze right now. It's gonna get dark and everything. I think I just need someone to talk to right now. Dang, I was just recalling something. I got an email, someone I'd been out of contact with for a long time, and I kind of got an opportunity to start to go through my story of being homeless. And it was just making me really reflect. So much happened while I was homeless. And I went through so freaking much, man. And I know everybody goes through what they need to. It's one of those funny things. I feel better for it. I don't know what else to say. The person that I'm talking to, everybody has their own burden. Everybody has their own burden to carry. I get that. I very much get that. But it's just I don't know what I'm going to say, but my burden, I like it. All right, my burden I can take. Other people's burdens, other lives they're living, no thank you, man. I don't know what it is, but it's just man, I like myself. I like my efforts, my work, whatever it happens to be. That's kind of out of focus there for a second. I don't know what's going on. I think it's the light. Having trouble focusing. I might get my flashlight out of here soon. This is mostly just for listening, you guys. Just to let you know. Nothing really to see tonight anyway. There we go. Just walking on. Yeah, I can show you. Not much to see, you guys. I think it focuses better, right here anyway. Quiet Sunday night. Yeah, tonight it's been something else, you guys. Like today, I'm quitting habits, changing a lot of different things. Here comes the car. It just kind of is what it is, I guess, right? Yeah. Man, I wish I could show you guys too, just some of the skyline. It's so beautiful, you guys. I live on a really nice hill. It's pretty rich. I ain't gonna lie. I'm surprised I was able to find someone willing to rent to me here. But it's been good. It's been good. Everything happens for a reason, right? God's plan, right? The universe's plan. Whatever you want to say. You see what I should do? Yeah, thank you. It's gonna shine the brights right in my face, man. Given the situation, sometimes I don't care as much, but it's just if they turn on the brights right, I usually let them know I don't like that. How do you like it if you get brights in the face, right? Not so much. Anyway, as always, just meandering. I've been out of it today, you guys. I'm going to be 100% honest. Been sleeping, processing a lot. I think some of it's my body detoxing, probably. Seriously, this habit that I'm kicking right now, probably over 20 years, you guys. Probably, around 20 years. A little bit over 20 years, probably. Solid use, man. With a few days here and there, month, so, situations where I didn't. But it's been a staple in my life, you guys. It's like a true, I was going to say a supplement. But for me, it was very much a medicine for where I was at. And I don't know, things have just kind of come to a culmination, I guess. It's one of the things that I see, at least for my life. Things are just oh my God, you guys, I know I'm stumbling through the words, but it hurts. Like, it hurts, and it's not physical withdrawals. It's nothing like that. There's a little bit of pain and stuff, but it's nothing like that. It's the emotional stuff, man. It's the emotional stuff. Like, we don't realize how much of some of our habits suppress emotions. And it doesn't have to be that way, but sometimes it does. You know, that's why we do those things, man. Like, I would hope people could understand, especially for addicts and things, that they're covering up pain. You know, it's not an excuse, you know, especially for behaviors that end up as a result of that using and that stuff. But, you know, what do I say? It is what it is. Sometimes it's, some individuals seem to have it harder than others. But I swear, when I look at those people, it's because they're choosing it for themselves. And it's the weird thing where it's like a capacity kind of a thing, in my opinion. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, I was hearing someone else talk, and people are smart, you know? People aren't stupid. People play the fool a lot, but people know what they're doing, all right? I would say 9 times out of 10, they know what they're doing. They just play dumb. Oh, I'm stepping on your toes. I'm being aggressive or rude. You know, and it's always justified in one's mind. You know, and that's what I want to break away from. You know, an eye for an eye will make the world blind. You know, and then at the same time, it's you got, sometimes you got to be a mirror. You know, you got to give back what you're being given. To a certain degree, I know, with your authentic self, you know, whatever that means. Yeah, I can't even show you guys. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. The camera just doesn't do it justice. Kind of helps me, you know, get in perspective. See how big everything is, man. Seeing all the lights, you know, just as maybe whatever I am, you know. Whatever people want to label me as, pseudo-intellectual. But I see all the buildings, all the energy, time. You know, there's a whole society down there, man. And it's so funny because right now, it just seems so fractured. I know. It's like we're going through the motions, you guys. That's what it really feels like. Everybody's on some level of autopilot, and then there's a certain level of waking up to that we've been on autopilot for so freaking long. And I think that's probably what I'm going through right now. It's painful. It's painful to wake up, you guys. You know, I want to say I kind of have a darker interpretation of things maybe sometimes. You know, as positive and I don't know what to say, optimistic as I am, I would say it's because I really think things are bad. Like, I don't know how else to phrase it. It's just optimism is the solution. It doesn't matter how bad it is, because it's bad. Like, and the reason that it got so bad is even worse. But does that matter? Yeah, it is what it is, right? It is what it is. And that kind of an attitude is what defeats that. It's hard to get in touch with it sometimes. Depends, you know. But to a certain degree, the DGAF attitude, if you know, you catch the abbreviation there, it can take you pretty far, you know, to a certain degree. But then you know, especially false bravado, if you really do, you know, GAF, then it's going to kind of show too. And if you really don't you know, GAF, then you can run into problems, man, if you don't have empathy. Because it's that balance. It's that balance, man. And I say that for the individuals too. I don't know what else to say. Because it's not for the collective. It is for the collective good. But when I talk about stuff, it's because I see things on an individual level. We are each individually creating our own reality. And so I kind of think of myself, right? I'm a perspective engineer, because that perspective is what shapes us going forward. And I think that certain perspectives help us much more than others. Now, to a certain degree, yes, we all have a unique perspective. I understand that. I'm not denying the unique perspective that we all have. With that said, I do honestly, I mean, I perceive it. I feel it. I witness it, is the best way to say. There are certain, dare I say, like archetypical perspectives that we can take on through choice. And that is what it, like, that is where the freedom is. Yeah, going down. Sorry, concentrating. It's kind of impressive footwork right there. Maybe one of these days I'll show it to you. But it's like, yeah, I guess I'm just needing to talk right now. We'll see if I even post this, Some of the videos I don't post. I'm doing my best to be consistent here. The whole scene. Part of it is, I've wanted to get away from society. Like, as much as I've participated in it, I've been on the fringes of it. Even when I've been in the thick of it. And that's why I'm always kind of on the move, too. I'll be in a situation that I can be in for a little while, but then I just can't anymore. It's hard to kind of explain. Sometimes I think it has to do with, I'm like, I don't know what it is, but I'm like meant to go to places. That's kind of what it feels like. And maybe to a certain degree there's free will, but if I may, I want to be happy, you guys. I want to be fulfilled, all right? I want to have my life, and that's one of those things that I'll try to talk about too. Oh, God, it's so beautiful. You can't really see it. You can say it a little bit. That's not too bad. It's pretty good, right? One of the better perspectives here. Even the phone kind of takes it in a bit. But, I mix and match so many different things. I'm probably going to, part of my modus operandi is that, and it's like, if I'm kind of like walking on everybody's toes, like a true comedian, if I'm walking on everybody's toes, then I'm okay. I'm good. Including my own, right? I'm included in that situation. It's, I try to, lighthearted, but a little self-deprecating humor is okay. Making it a crutch or using it too much, it kind of shows other stuff though too. That's why just a little bit of everything is usually okay. But then again, it's not, Sometimes you need to be really intense in some way, some area, some form. Certain area, like laser. That's one of those amazing things. That's kind of why I come back to non-duality. But I know I'm kind of bouncing around here, but just it's the one absolute, you guys. There's only one absolute. There it is. And I don't know, when you start to play around with it, you can feel it more, because when you make an absolute statement, apparently, then you start to see where it's like, oh, well, there's this other absolute then, because it's not always true. Well, then it's not really an absolute, is it? If something isn't always true, it's not an absolute. Yep, going down. But I guess getting back on the subject before, it was crazy being homeless, you guys. It was crazy. Like, I was thinking of some of the shelters that I got to be through. And I think one of the biggest things that we really, really need to do is, separate the wheat from the chaff, I guess, using biblical language. One of the things that I've noticed about homelessness is that there's a different caliber of people who are homeless. And just some are really looking for their way out, and others aren't so much. And maybe, I don't know. I'm trying to see like a middle ground here, but it's just like, it just seems so disparate. Like on every single side. Because I can understand even, I would say the vanishing middle class. What can they do, man? They're working all the time. I'm like this is why I feel like we're not really looking at the situation accurately, because the middle class is really the slave class. All right, it really is. That's why they're inundated with drugs. That's why. Sorry, I was kind of close. That's why, they're numbing themselves is my premise there. They don't want to work. Nobody wants to work, all right? Nobody wants to work for somebody else, for a system that doesn't treat you like a person. Like that's really the bottom line here. We have a whole entire society and a whole system which doesn't treat anybody like a real person. Everyone's a bot. Everyone's a unit to be measured. And that's bullshit, all right? I'm calling it. That's bullshit. We can do better. We can measure stuff, all right? We can keep track of people. That's okay. But when you stop seeing the person, the soul, and you just see a number, you failed, all right? You fucking failed. All right, I'm calling you out, whoever you are who's watching this, right? My what do they say? My CIA agent or something, FBI agent watching me. I see you, man. I see you watching me. And I ain't planning anything big. Just the same old, same old. Talking the truth. Living my life. Letting you make mistakes. That's what it is. And those mistakes, man, they're going to lead you to a better life. I don't know what to say. Same for me, same for us all. But when we ignore those mistakes, we push them under the rug, then we can't learn from them. Like that's the big thing that I really see on so many different levels. And I got to be the best example of that. That's what's so hard. Is that a lot of the things that I complain about, I'm not a perfect example of. I do my best. I honestly do. And I can do better in so much as, I'm living my life. Like, I'm putting all the effort forward. But the thing about really understanding things is it's this weird dance. Because I'm out here right now because I'm pushing myself, all right? I didn't want to come outside. All right, I wanted to sleep. I need to come out here and do this. This is something that I chose to do, all right? The power of choice. Like, and this is what willpower is, all right? This is what I really see in people too. People lack willpower. Like, what's going to get people's willpower back? And I'm kind of nervous to say it. Like I alluded to it earlier, I see things as a really dark kind of a situation. And so that's why my willpower is here. It is much more than life or death. If it was just life or death, I'd be dead. I'd love it, man. I would be dead several times over, and I wouldn't even blink an eye, man. Well, because I'd be dead, right? Right. But moving on from that, or expanding on that, what would get someone's willpower back? And I can tell you what helped me, but it's just like, your pain's not going to end. My pain's not going to end. Like, and that realization really, really made me change perspectives. When I really started to open up to that, like, I was standing on a bridge when I was homeless, and I was really thinking about jumping. It was just like, maybe it's time, you guys. I've done my best. I have to stand at the side of the road. I've done my best. I don't know. I'm surprised. It's a pretty busy road for a Sunday night, man. People going to night church. Yeah. Now I lost my train of thought, you guys. Oh, well, getting back, I don't know if this is related to what I was talking about immediately, but the pain lasted. It didn't go away. And if you really think about it like on an eternal level, yeah, that's going to light a fire under your ass, all right, guys? Like, and people's ignorance of that, I think, is what creates the situation where they don't have the willpower to change. We're just like, oh, well, the pain and the discomfort, I don't want to do it. Hey, that's super reasonable. You know, I'm not going to argue against that. I love comfort. I don't like pain. All right, that's pretty simple. At the same time, there is a misery and a pain which is just like all the freaking time when you're in that place. It's like always seeking pleasure or comfort or familiarity leads to like this miserable boredom. And I would say it's not of the flesh, but it's of the soul. And we feel it, man. We feel it. I'm gonna have to stop here for a second. Yeah, there we go. Eventually, the side road's gonna end here. And so when I came to that realization, that's what changed me, you guys. You know, and that's why I don't know how to go by it. I'm a perfectly imperfect example, all right? And I feel like that's what's needed, though. Like, it doesn't matter so much how... Like, I've been a perfectionist most of my life, you guys. I'm going to be honest with that. You know, and a lot of the things that I didn't do, it was because I didn't do it perfectly. Or I couldn't do it perfectly. I didn't want to stumble. I didn't want to fail. And I think that's a very human emotion. Very human, you know, perspective. And then the loss of the things that I didn't do or I didn't say or I didn't try, it hurts. At the same time, I've also experienced, you know, being too reactionary, and maybe even hiding behind a veil of authenticity. Oh, I'm just being authentic, you piece of shit. I'm kidding, right? But that's exactly what I mean. Is that there's this weird line that's being drawn, and I see it and I sense it, and people are coming into it, and the middle ground is like fading away. I don't know what else to say. It's like and lots of people are gone, man. I know this isn't going to be popular, but who cares, right? Nobody's watching my fucking videos anyway, right? Holy crap. I'm being all authentic, but hiding behind non-swear words and stuff. I don't like to swear all the time, though. I do like to swear for flavor. I know the algorithm doesn't like that, you know, whatever. I haven't put in enough effort, too, if I'm going to be honest, too. The system really wants your attention and to plug it to do the right thing. And I got it, you know. One of the things that I have experienced, too, you know, it's a little bit, what is it called? It's you know, everything has its own language. And so I definitely want to speak the language, you know, of the algorithm. But at the same time, I have my own language, and I'm going to speak my language too, to my people. Whether that's, you know, just me or whoever ends up finding these videos, man. That's really what it is. Yeah, I'm a little surprised, you guys. It's a pretty busy night for Sunday. I don't know what people are doing. I think people are bored. I think people are really bored. Like, I'm man, and for me, I'm not bored at all, you guys. I am so serious. I am like the opposite of bored. I feel tired. I'm just constantly tired. Maybe it's because I'm challenging myself, and I try to balance it, you know. Try to balance it the best I can. Rest when needed. But it's a precarious position too, because I can turn off my light here. Yeah, it's a precarious position because when you really get in touch with those kind of feelings, let's see if we can flip it. Yeah, all right. When you really get in touch with those like really negative feelings where you really do want to end your life, you like the pain so bad, I guess maybe that's what depression is too. You just want to lay in bed. And you just want things to end. You want to sleep. You don't want to do anything else. And so everything is pushing yourself, man. Everything. I have to drink water? Oh, damn it. Damn it, I have to sit up. I have to grab a glass, fill it with water, and then I have to lift it and put it to my mouth. And then I'm not even done. I have to tip it so that it falls into my mouth, and then I have to swallow it. And, you know, I say it in jest, but it's people who know, you know, people who know. And that's what I mean, man. That's what I mean. We could be in this together, you guys. That's what hurts me so bad. The people who run from the pain, they don't know what they're missing. They don't know what they're missing. Like, it's better. It's better walking through your pain rather than ignoring it, all right? We'll keep it on me, why not? I'm walking the fine area. You can't really tell. It's kind of, well, it's a little bit precarious, so I'm less focused on camera right now and more that I'm not going to fall down and, you know, break an arm or something. Luckily, I've never broken a bone. Maybe I've broken a toe or two. But I've never had a cast for a broken bone, I should say. Ooh, there we go. Back on level ground. But yeah, like we can form bonds in our pain, you guys, as we're moving through it. You know, like that's ultimately what I'm trying to allude to too. Like, this is that line. If we're all in this together, then we recognize we're all in pain. And so, like, making it worse on somebody else isn't going to help anybody else. You know, jumping around again. Maybe I can flip it. Whew. Right arm got tired there. Yep, no selfie stick. Just good old-fashioned manpower, right? But yeah, guys. Oh, man, I know I'm meandering here. I'm just tired. Changing a lot of good habits, though, guys. Seriously. Like, I've lived a pretty healthy life. Like the amount of things that I've refrained from and not done, including foods, you know, including drugs, including lifestyle patterns, I've done really, really, really good. I mean, it's not to toot my own horn, but I notice it, especially when I look at other people. A lot of the people who I went to school with that I ended up meeting a lot later, you know, in their 30s or so, which would be like 10 years ago for me now, but just old, man. And then I look at myself and I'm like, oh man, I'm looking pretty good. I'm looking pretty fine, right? Pretty damn fine. You know, I got my problems. I got my issues too, but like we all do, man. Like we all do. Yeah, it just feels more natural and better on my right hand, even if it's a little bit tired, right? It's a good act of strength. Yeah. This line that I'm talking about, I know I keep coming back to it, but it's like you're on one side or the other, man. Like, and I know that seems so dualistic, and maybe it's moment to moment. You know, there's no like this is what I mean about being an imperfect example too, where it's like, am I always on the right side of that line? I'm aiming for it, man. I'm aiming for it. That's the best thing I can do. You know, and then recognize when I'm like, and this is what I mean, recognize when I'm on the other side of that line and be like, oh shit, you're right. Failure on my part. I can correct it. I can choose again. I can do something different. I don't even have to die for it, you know, except to like an ego death. And that's okay. Like, I don't know how else to phrase it, because the ego can't die, all right? If you experience an ego death, what you really experience is an ego reset, which is important. There has to be some level of, I don't know what to say, like autonomy, like a perspective which is basically on its own while you're here in a body on Earth. It's just kind of the way that it is. And so your ego can't die. You know, if your ego died in that way, I dare I say, I don't even know if you'd have a soul anymore, because there needs to be some level of distinction there, like an aspect of God, if that, or you know, a fractal, or whatever you want to say, man, whatever you want to say. There's a lot of different ways to say it. I even think it's a little bit more than that sometimes. Whew. Good walk, man. And then maybe we'll sit for a second, right? We're looking at a pretty good time. I want to get some good light. I'd rather sit in like a nature area, huh? I was just gonna go to the store. That was my destination. I think I got time. It's not closed yet. Filling up some water. Give me something to do, a reason to get out, talk, get some exercise. Yeah, it should be good. I'm not covering you up, it's just the camera. There we go. Just, whew, I'm tired, you guys. It's exhausting doing this stuff. Healing, you know, forging ahead is kind of what it feels like. Letting go of the past too, because it's crazy. Like getting in contact with people that I haven't been in contact with for a while. It kind of brings up the old patterns that used to be there, man. And it's all part of the process. I get it. I want to treat it differently. You know, I don't want to necessarily demonize or condemn anybody. At the same time, if their perspective or their energy is not working out for me, it's not working out for me. And so I got to be authentic with that. And I'm trying to find ways to phrase that or express it, you know, in a wholesome, you know, gracious manner. Where it's just like, oh, I see you're going through something. Good luck with that, right? Good luck with that. Bye. Bye. Now, in my opinion, like, I would do that with society in general. Like, everything is so, gosh, you guys, drop some keywords, probably get me banned or something. But just looking behind the scenes, like, people just don't, like, normal people at least don't know. That's what's so weird. They've been so inundated. Like, when I talk to people who are my age, 40 years old, and they really don't even know who the Rockefellers are, it's just like, whoa. Like, no, the president makes the decisions. Just like, okay. No, it's Congress. Be like, okay. And then you start looking into things, how Congress acts and what they do, who chooses to put them in there. You know, you can say it's the voters, but then, oh, that's another boat too, man, with all the voter fraud. It's a mess, man. It's a mess right now. I'm glad to be in the thick of it, though. Like, it's one of those things. If I was a soul on the outside watching this happen, I would feel like I can be there. I can do something about it. And so here I am, you know, for better or for worse. Like, some levels, like, I swear, man. I swear, this today I was just laying in bed and I'm like, you know, God, I think I'm good. You know, I've learned a lot of lessons. I feel pretty solid, you know. You know, everyone's going to take care of themselves, so, and you're going to help take care of them, so I'm good. I'm good, you know. And I'm still here, so it's got to mean something. And my heart really is just like, if I'm going to be okay, as long as I'm not, like, I don't want to get tortured anymore, you guys. I've been physically tortured, and it's not fun. It's not fun. It could be worse, and I know that there could be worse things, but you know, I've been hurt pretty bad. And emotionally, too. Like, physical pain's pretty bad. I'm not going to lie, you guys. Like, people who haven't been through physical pain like that is, it's hard. It's hard. On some levels, when it gets bad enough, you kind of detach from your body, though. And so it's a little bit different. Emotional pain's very, very different, you guys. Detaching from emotional pain is a little bit more difficult. It's almost like you fracture your psyche when you're in that much emotional pain. Right. Anyway, moving on from that. I'm glad you guys saw this, got through this with me. Still here at the end. My FBI, CIA handler, right? Watching me, making sure I'm not spreading too much disinformation, quote unquote. No disinformation here, you guys. Nothing. I'm just sharing my perspective, some of my opinions. That's all that's going on. All right. All right. Do your own research. Make your own decisions. Always. And part of that is trusting yourself. If you hear things that resonate with you, go for it, man. Go for it. One of the things that I got the benefit. Oh man, what's his full name? James something, man. But what was it? The Politics of Compliance. Woo! Oh man, it's stuff that we've been seeing going down for many years now, guys. Many years. But being able to see that was amazing. Like put into words and then like framed. But the Politics of Compliance. Like, and I'll go into a little bit of it. Maybe I'll make a whole nother video of it. We'll try to stay on topic here, right? But I'm just all over the place, you guys. It's been hurting. I don't know if you can see it in my eyes. It's the pain, man. It's the pain. Oh, man. But there's nothing to go back to. Like, that's just it. Like, a lot of the times, I think we end up crossing the line and going back because we think that some of the previous actions or habits would take away the pain. And it's like, it just isn't working anymore, you guys. It just isn't working. And that's what makes people more frantic too. They usually double down. That's usually, and I'm one of them too, to some degree. I'm one of them too. The old habits they really stop working, and so you double it, and then you triple it, and then you quadruple it, where it's just like, all right, start working again, please. The pain's getting too much now. And I don't know. It just crosses a line where, to me, it's all like, it's a rebellious kind of energy where it's just like, I'm like pissed is like kind of what it is. Maybe I'm pissed at myself. Maybe it's I don't know what it's at, God, but it's just like, this isn't freaking working. So it's almost just like, if I'm going to be in pain anyway, and I'm getting all these negative effects from continuing my habit, then what's the point? What's the point, right? I don't know if you heard that. Some people in the parking lot trying to give them space, visual space. I'm not going to look at them. Man, you guys, it hurts. It hurts. I'm still going though. I'm still going. Making content. Gosh, I love it though. There was some content maker. This. I don't know. We're all in this together, guys. A lot of the users, a lot of people, we're getting on board. Authenticity is where it's at. If you can't be real, then it's not worth it. And I'm glad on a lot of levels. I feel like when I watch my videos, because I try to watch my videos before I post them, so I'm not embarrassing myself too much, It's good. I like it. I would watch content like this. Like, that's just the best thing that I can say. Like I am my target audience, And so that's easy. That's easy. In my opinion, I think content users and content makers should basically be that. They should make content for themselves. And then there will be other people who love that content too. I really believe that. I really know that. That's what a target audience really is about. If you're an outsider targeting an audience, eventually, you might get some success at first, but let's look at the business world, you guys, right? Disney, all of these, all of it, man, all of it. It's all BlackRock anyway, right? It's all BlackRock, Vanguard, bullshit AI anyway. And there's good AI too. There's also bullshit AI. All right, that's enough, right? That's enough ranting and raving for one night. I gotta fill up water anyway. All right, final thoughts, Jerry Springer style. You know, the line is real, the pain is real. It's better to face it, you guys. It's better to face it. And I know it's a process, and it's more just about choosing it. It's about choosing to aim at that side of the line, because the other side is just more of that pain. Yeah, you can suppress it. Yeah, you can ignore it, but it ain't going away. It's gonna be there until you deal with it. Just like me. I'm gonna be here till you deal with me. And if you don't, then we all win. All right, that's the premise, man. I'm not against anybody. Like, truth. I'm not against anybody. All right, I'm for myself, and I think we can all be for ourselves, and that doesn't have to be in conflict with anybody else. Respect, man. Respect. Go so far. You know, we're all souls on a journey, man. And the ones who don't recognize that, just say, you know, hey, I see you're going through something. Right? Good luck with that. Have a good night, you guys. If I can end it, right? My gloved fingers. I can't even end it. I can't even end it. What does that mean, you guys? What does that mean? Am I just supposed to go on? Oh, I love you guys. Thank you. Thank you. You know, at the moment nobody's watching my vids, but that's like I feel like a presence anyway. And so I'm liking making it. You know, if you find anything from this, awesome. But peace, love, and you know, stay real.